Alright, so my boy Punxsutawney Phil predicted that we'd get an early spring here, and it's kind of feeling like an early spring. It's about 37 degrees right now. We're at about where we should be. There's no snow in the forecast, so I figured today would be the perfect day to go talk about what are our plans for this spring, because there is going to be a lot of plans that we're going to begin discussing about, so let's get into it. The plans for the chickens are quite straightforward. I'm thinking about introducing some new breeds of chickens to our collection. We have about 37 or 38, I think it's 37, I don't remember, chickens in this flock and 12 in that flock. I would definitely love to have some more chickens in this flock. We introduced these baby chickens a while ago, but they're also the biggest idiots, and they also began laying eggs recently. Keep in mind, we got them on August 23rd, and they're already laying eggs in the dead of winter. So my goal is to introduce some new chickens to this flock. If I were to guess, probably going to try out some well summers if we can get them. Definitely some buff Orpingtons and barred rocks. Maybe, of course, some more Easter eggers. Those are the favorites over here because everyone loves the Easter eggers because of their variability in eggs. And another thing that we might also try out here are some, or maybe even trying to redo a batch of ducks. I'll tell you what, if this video, not this video, if any of my videos I post this month blows up, and what I constitute as blowing up for a long video is over 1,000 views. You know what, let's change it. February 14th, Valentine's Day. If any one of my videos gets over 1,000 views on or before Valentine's Day, I'll tell you what, I'll get a brand new batch, with, except this time 2 Rowans and 2 Cayugas. So if that works out the way I hope it will, more ducks will be arriving sometime this spring. And as for chickens, we'll probably order them sometime in March so we can get them around March 20th. Also coming up this spring is my chicken's 4th birthday. Yup, there's only 4 of them remaining. So my plans for this spring will be to sort of celebrate them all in one cluster. Everyone except for Falcon gets to be a part of that celebration. Because I already have a separate award banquet that's going to be planned for April 2nd, 2024. I already have that one planned out well ahead of time. And I'll begin opening up the polls right after Valentine's Day on February 15th of 2024. Now, as for the award Falcon's winning, I've already decided, and spoiler alert, it's the Darwin Award. Yep, we're giving this thing right here the Darwin Award, right here, yep. He's gonna be winning that. Pretty sure you can already guess why. That's the only one I'm deciding myself. Every single one of these chickens will get an award based on your personal pick. Now, the spring garden is coming up soon, and my goal is to plant it sometime between late February and mid-March, is when you'll usually see most people begin planting it. And this spring garden is going to be something you're not going to want to miss out on. This spring garden, I'm planning on doing a bigger one than ever. At least that's what I'm hoping we're going to do. If the store sells out too quickly, it'll be another sedate garden like we did last year, where it's just pretty average. Because of that, I lost interest in gardening a lot last year because the garden was just the same. This year, I want to round it off with some more plants and do weekly updates this time instead of early, mid, and late month updates. That's what I'm thinking about doing this year for the garden, to make it a bit more energetic, if you will. And as for the spring garden, we're also probably going to get some strawberry plants because the deer and the chickens decided to form a collaboration, you know, better than any collaboration I've ever done. And they joined forces and tore apart 2 rows of strawberries. As for the blueberries, 2 of them died also because of that little collaboration. And as for the rest, they're not that, like, they're not really that good. So we'll probably get 2 blueberry bushes this year, and we're probably going to cover them over. Now, the best thing we're going to be doing is introducing more plants and growing them closer to home. Our corn and pumpkin patch was about a mile walk, not a mile, like a quarter of a mile walk up the field. This time it's just going to be a couple hundred feet from the house down by the barn, where we're going to grow the corn, pumpkin, and possibly even raspberry patch. So there's going to be a lot. As for the potato patch, that will be existing this year as well. There will be a potato patch to be grown right by the house. This year, I want to introduce a couple new grow bags for the potatoes because they will be growing a whole lot more this spring. And as for anything else in the garden, I'd say you'll be getting in on some pretty interesting gardening videos because I have some crazy, absolutely insane gardening videos planned. The one plant I really want to try out this year is collards. I've never really had them before, but I want to try them out. see how well they are, see what I can do with them, and then maybe give you guys some recommendations right at the end of the Spring Garden 2024 season. So with more updates, more plants, comes more responsibility. I'd try to keep this as short as possible, but there's just too much I want to announce for the gardening season. So much so that I could probably make an 8-minute video talking about all my plans for the 2024 gardening season. I'll show you how to do it sometime in April or May. Now, as for the farm itself, we're gonna get into clearing out the fields and our big battle between the horse nettle. We will be settling that this year, and unfortunately, possibly, the use of pesticides might be necessary. But I'm trying to find a way. Not me. I didn't even know these existed till like 2 years ago. But we're trying to get rid of it as soon as possible so we can pasture some cows. Hopefully by the time I graduate high school, we'll have some pastured cows up there. If not, then oh well. I'll just buy my own farm when I'm like 26 and like get some cows. Hopefully you guys can help support me for that goal in the future. But that's pretty much all we're gonna do. We might also get some pigs to put down by the woods. Oh, definitely some more chickens. Chickens are the face of this farm, and I never expected it to be. As far as anything else, that's pretty much all I want to do. Well, that's all we want to do. If I had it my way, I add a couple more things to the farm, like some guineas, not guinea pigs, guinea hens. They're like chickens, except they eat ticks and they're way more like stupid. I also want to add some more poultry, of course. So quail. I love poultry. It's kind of in my name, the chicken. It's a poultry channel, you can guess. But there will be a lot of videos about livestock this spring. I'm not going into summer too much yet. We'll do the summer plans videos sometime in early June or late May, so stay tuned. Now, as far as my goals for YouTube going into the spring, I want to do something really crazy. I have a series, as you all know. You might have heard about the My Chicken series. I'm not going to get too in-depth. I know none of you guys are watching. If you're actually still watching, comment down below. I don't know. Let's see the name of my chicken. Let's see, which one can we do? How about we do Goldie, because no one talks about her. She's that gold lace Wyandotte right there. How about we do that? Goldie. Comment down below Goldie if you're still watching. But I want to sort of like see if I can do some cool series. Ramp up the production of my video essays, like through the roof. And also, I'm just announcing this right now. This is one I'll keep very public, rather than a couple others I'm releasing this spring that I'm going to keep very confidential. So that way it's a really big surprise when they come out. But on May 7th, 2024, there's going to be a nearly 1-hour video essay releasing. And also, sometime this week, there's going to be a multi-hour compilation releasing soon. I have no clue when, to be honest. And that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, comment down the word Goldie, except Goldie twice, to show to me that you watched this far, and click the video on the screen. I'm trying to get the end screen on and click-through rate past 0%. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Subscribe.